It's something I always wanted to do all my life, and as we got older and our kids were going out on their own, I felt like I still had a lot of love and caring to give, and it felt not right to not share that. And I wanted to make a difference, and that's, I think I am. So.
And we always support each other and what the other person wants to do, and I initially got into it as a supporting husband and got to like it, love it as much as she did as time went on.
We've been exposed to it for a long time. Taryn's parents have been fostering for a lot of years, so it's something that we've been around. Gotten to know a lot of the kids, and we've seen a lot of the little ones that her parents have helped, and
we used to babysit for them and be involved.
Yeah, and when you get to know the kids, they become more real. They're not just numbers and statistics. These are real children that need a home and need a family, and something that we wanted to do.
I decided to be a foster parent when my niece went into the system. She was 6 months old when we found out about her, and I spoke to my husband, and he said, okay.
When I first met her, when I was asked, well, I was woken up by her. She came into the room and her pretty little smile and said, hi. And I woke up with a smile, and that's kind of hard to do when you're really tired, but it was nice to see her smiling face and long hair, and that was just it for me.
It was kind of funny and a little strange, because I just happened to run into her, this lady that my wife talked about, her husband, and I just mentioned it to him because I was still sort of on the fence and wondering about, you know, and he really kind of convinced me that, you know, these kids don't have horns coming out of their head, and they're, you know, it's just, they want the same things that your children want, sort of thing, and need the same things that your children need. So, we kind of made a decision. We talked about it for a while and decided that we'd try it.
I guess it's something I thought about it for a very long time. I always wanted to have children, and wasn't sure if I wanted to have a child on my own or just connect with kids. And I talked to my friends and family about it, was curious enough to go through the orientation, and then when I found out what was required, I decided that it was something I wanted to do.
We enjoy our family. We have 2 sons, and we're very fortunate. And we thought that we could bring a whole lot to young children, so we wanted to share what we had, and fostering, you know, was a perfect way to do that.
Our life pretty much revolves around our kids at this stage. I mean, at this stage in our life, that's the focus of most of our time. So it, you know, wasn't a stretch to think about integrating, you know, more kids into the picture.
I think we were just used to having children in our home, and I was looking after children in the neighborhood, and then it just opened up that I started fostering.
My parents were foster parents, so I grew up knowing that there was a need for foster parents, and they fostered over 150 foster children themselves. So even when we got married and had our own children, you always know that the need is always still there, and you just like to continue it on, and because you know it's always going to be there, unfortunately. So
I started fostering because I had retired and decided that I needed a little excitement in my life, and my parents never fostered, but there was always children in our home, and I came from a very large family besides that, so that's one of the reasons that I really wanted to get into.
I got a phone call. Yeah. Phone call from the agency asking if we would consider being foster family to this particular boy, and we hadn't been a foster family before that. We were an adoption family. And so we said, I don't know. And then we thought about it and talked about it and said yes, and have gone on to say yes a few times since then.